If you're running an online business, you know you have to be everywhere your customers are, right? But just being there isn't the whole story. The real question is how you show up. Are all your different channels playing for the same team? Or are they kind of creating a disconnected, maybe even confusing experience for your customers? Today, we're going to break down two huge strategies, multi-channel versus omni-channel, and hopefully help you figure out which one is the right fit for your brand. Let's dive in.
So just think about it for a second. You probably have a website, maybe an Amazon store, you're definitely on TikTok Shop, and maybe you even have a physical store. That's fantastic. You're on multiple channels. But do they actually talk to each other? Does your customer feel like they're dealing with the same brand no matter where they find you? That right there, that's the core question we are going to unpack today. All right, first up, let's talk about the approach most businesses naturally start with, multi-channel. And the thinking behind it is pretty straightforward, but really powerful. Just be where your customers are. It's all about casting the widest net you possibly can.
So what is it exactly? Well, multi-channel e-commerce means you're selling your stuff on a bunch of different platforms. But the T word here, the most important one, is independent. Each channel, your website, your Amazon page, your Instagram shop, it's like it's operating on its own little island. They aren't really sharing information, inventory levels, or customer data. The main goal here is just pure expansion. You want to maximize your visibility, you want to reach a way wider audience, and hit all sorts of different customer bases. Basically, if people are shopping on TikTok, you're there. If they prefer buying on Amazon, you're there too. It's a strategy of presence, plain and simple. But there's a catch. There's always a catch, right? When all your channels are operating in these separate silos, the customer experience can start to feel, well, a little disconnected. Let's see what that actually looks like in the real world. To make this super clear, let's invent a company. We'll call it Store A. And they're a pretty typical multi-channel business. They've got a brick-and-mortar shop, and they also sell directly to people through their TikTok shop. Okay, so a customer is just scrolling their feed and boom, they see an amazing product from Store A's TikTok shop. They love it, they tap, they buy. Super quick, super easy. So far, so good. But then we hit a snag. The product arrives, and it's not quite what they wanted, so they need to return it. Now, they happen to be driving near Store A's physical location, and they think, perfect, I'll just pop in and return it. But when they get to the counter, they're told, oh, sorry, we can't process online returns here. The channels just don't connect. And that right there is the fundamental weakness of this approach. In the customer's mind, it's all one brand. It's all Store A. But their actual experience, it's been broken into pieces. It's frustrating, it's inconvenient, and honestly, it can really damage how they feel about your brand. That's the friction a purely multi-channel strategy can create. Now, that exact frustration is what led to the next big evolution in e-commerce. If disconnected channels are the problem, then logically the solution is to connect them. And this is where omni-channel enters the picture, promising a totally different kind of customer experience. So enter omni-channel. Here, the focus completely shifts. It's all about an integrated approach where everything is unified. Your website, your mobile app, your physical store, all of it to create one single seamless customer journey. Suddenly, the customer is at the absolute center of the experience, not the individual channel.
Okay, so let's revisit that customer story. But this time, let's imagine they're shopping with Store B, a business that's really invested in a true omni-channel strategy.
Now, check out how this journey flows. The customer starts by browsing on the mobile app, and they add something to their cart. That shopping cart is now synced everywhere, so they can walk into the physical store later to see the item in person. Then, later that night, they decide to pull the trigger and buy it from their laptop, and they choose to pick it up in the store the next day. You see, it's all one fluid, continuous conversation with the brand. So we've just seen two wildly different customer experiences, right? Let's put these two strategies head to head and really break down what makes them so different. This table really sums it all up perfectly. If you look at the focus, multi-channel is all about expanding your reach. Omni-channel, on the other hand, is laser-focused on creating that seamless customer journey. Then you have channel interaction. With multi-channel, the channels are independent islands. With omni-channel, they're deeply interconnected. And all of that leads to the most important difference, the customer experience. It varies by platform in multi-channel, but it's totally consistent and unified with omni-channel. Okay, so that brings us to the million-dollar question.
which one is right for your business, because it's not as simple as saying one is always better than the other. The best choice really truly depends on where your business is at right now.
And that's really the key. You've got to look at your specific goals, the resources you have, and that means time, money, and of course, the right technology. And maybe most importantly, what kind of relationship do you actually want to build with your customers?
This chart here is a super practical guide. Let's say your main goal is just to expand visibility and get your name out there. A multi-channel strategy is a fantastic place to start. If you want to increase sales quickly, running channel-specific promotions is a great multi-channel tactic. But if your primary goal is to build customer loyalty for the long haul, then you absolutely need that consistent, amazing experience that only an omni-channel strategy can deliver.
And that brings us to the final, and I think most important question you should be asking yourself. As you grow your business, is your main focus on simply adding more places to sell your stuff? Or is it about weaving all those places together to create one truly exceptional and memorable journey for your customer? The answer to that question is really going to define the future of your brand.
Ready to take your e-commerce business to the next level? With OneCart, you get effortless inventory syncing, streamlined listing management, and seamless multi-platform integration. Don't just take our word for it, hear from our happy customers. Experience the OneCart difference and start your free trial today. Simplify your workflow, grow your business. OneCart, your all-in-one e-commerce solution.